I'm Pablo Woolls-Blanco, and welcome to Mousehole's training ground here in Penryn. It's another lovely, sunny summer's day, and the players are out completing their pre-season running programmes as we speak. And the first home game for Mousehole in pre-season is an incredibly exciting one, up against League One side Exeter City at Trungle Parc on the 11th of July. So, ahead of this fixture, I headed to Exeter's training ground to catch up with someone who's had a foot in both camps. Meet Kevin Nicholson, Mousehole manager for the 2018-19 season and now assistant manager at League One side Exeter City. Nicho was kind enough to show me around Exeter's new training ground Cliff Hill, as well as share some of his Mousehole memories ahead of the big clash in July. You must be looking forward to going back then in July and seeing some of those familiar faces.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. It'd be brilliant. I know the pitch will be magnificent at that stage as well. It was always a lovely little clubhouse, and the people there, you know, from the chairman to the volunteers and everybody in between were incredibly friendly, looked after me, and made me feel really welcome. You know, when I hadn't really heard of Mousehole when I first took the job, and I didn't think it was as far away. I live in Torquay, and it still took me 2.5 hours to get there. But it certainly became a part of me, a part of my career, and I've got a lot of fond memories from working with those people, and I look forward to going back there. Well, you knew what you're going into. From my point of view, I know you're going to play on a top pitch. I know how good Billy Jacker is at what he does and how good that pitch will be. You know it's a nice part of the world, so the social side of it came into it a little bit. You know the way the team play. You're not going somewhere where they're just going to try and kick lumps out of you and make a name for themselves. They're going to want to show that they can go toe-to-toe and outplay us, not just kick us about. And it's early on in our pre-season. It's our second game, so the lads will most likely will play 45 minutes each. We'll have the whole squad there, ready to play. So there'll be an experience where some of the older players are getting what they need, and some of the younger players are getting to show what they're about. So it's quite a nice mix, really, of everything that we have to offer in a safe, high-quality environment that allows us to start to build our pre-season as we want to go on. So it was a no-brainer, really. I know that when teams, a League One team will come to Mousehole, I'm sure a few people will turn up to watch. We know how important it is for teams that they get a big gate in pre-season. Financially, it can really help. There is possible opportunities for our young players to go on loan there, so they can have a look at those players, and our players can have a look at Mousehole, see what they're about and how they play. I know Jake from my playing days and being in and around the area, and the way the team plays is very much in line with what I was talking about when I was there. I went to watch them a season before last. I went to watch them at Buckland when they played in the league, and they play some really, really good football. So it'll be a good opportunity for us to pit ourselves against that early in pre-season, get some minutes in the legs of the players, and enjoy what Mousehole has to offer. Just the whole thing, that following them, seeing what they're trying to do, how they're trying to do it. It wasn't a case of, when I was there was a misconception that it was just somebody throwing loads of money at the players and everybody thought I was on crazy big money and all the rest of it. It wasn't like that at all. It was about trying to build an infrastructure and a sustainable model so that it's not just a flash in the pan like you get. And I think they've probably proven that because they've had success over the last 2 years. I know they just missed out last year. This year they got the job done, and they did it really well with their style and with their brand. Next year is going to be a massive test because the levels, they rise pretty steeply and they get harder, but I know they won't go away from doing things how they do it, so I'll be fascinated to see how they get on in the next level up.
I suppose one final one from me. 11th of July, Mousehole versus Exeter. What would your message be to anyone listening who's thinking of coming to the game?
Come and have a look. Yeah, come and. I think whether you're a Mousehole fan, an Exeter fan who's living down there, or just you're in the area and it's something to come and take in, I think it'll be some high quality football. I think there'll be a fantastic little atmosphere there, which there always was. There'll be plenty going on. Hopefully the weather's nice. I'm sure Mousehole will put some stuff on around and about the ground, and they might see something they really enjoy and they want to go back to again.